All right, Shalom. Kahalai Allah, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakakodash, the honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone that rule and teach well. Must peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity of heart. Shalom. This is the road of Bataka, the GM is for us to back at you again with another lesson. And Lord willing, this lesson be edifying to the hopeful elect of Yasharallah. Um, the title of this lesson is going to be E wants control over your mind, or something along those lines. And this lesson is going to be about the MOTB, which is an abbreviation for the mark of the beast. Um, we understand and we know that the mark of the beast, according to prophecy, is alive and well today, and it is the RFID microchip or the NFC chip, and it's also the Neuralink. Esau wants to put these devices inside of your body, and ultimately he will gain control over your body, your whole life and everything that you do, because you will be a slave inside of his digital prison, his technocracy, which is a society ruled by technology. Artificial intelligence is going to be the thing that's going to rule, is the driving force for Esau's NWO. That's why everything is going digital. You have the Internet of Things, and then you have the Internet of Bodies, I believe. That's what it's called. This fourth industrial revolution, Apostle Harp been doing videos about the fourth industrial revolution. Let's type on Google, does the fourth industrial revolution industrial revolution involves microchipping humans. Let's see. It says the fourth industrial revolution, often called 4IR, is a period where digital, physical, and biological technologies blend together. While it does not require everyone to be microchipped, it does involve the creation of technology that bridges the gap between human and computers. Why the fuck does this shit want to play with me, man? That's the same damn thing, bro. Saying it blurs the lines. It's saying you microchipping people, man. Like this is just fancy talk. Future employer are humans with microchips in their brains the future of work? The answer is yes. See? Do you see this, man? Do you see this? I just typed in this question, but then I had to change it. I had to change the wording and look at the answer. It says, yes, microchipping is a core part of the fourth industrial revolution. Why the fuck did it just say it wasn't? You see how this shit be doing? This is a live, and this is actual live evidence how Esau be. You got to word it right in order to get the answer that you want, because these devils really be trying to cover shit up, They really be trying to not answer the question, even though I typed in microchipping humans, it said no, but now I typed in microchipping, it says yes. You see? It says the yes, microchipping is the core part of the fourth industrial revolution. It says the fourth industrial FIR, 4IR, defined by the blending of physical, digital, and biological. Bio means body. in the biological, it's something that's had to do with your body. It says biological worlds. Microchipping makes this possible by connecting physical objects and living things to the digital network. See? You see? The Internet of Things. That's what I was just saying. Microchips turn everyday objects into smart devices. Like you got smart TVs, smart refrigerators, smart this, that, and the third. You get it. You get the point. It says they let machines share data in real time. For example, microchip in a factory machine can track performance and predict when a repair is needed before a breakdown. Human implants, microchips the size of a grain of rice, which is the RFID microchip, can be placed under the skin. These chips use radio frequency identification, RFID, see? Or NFC, near field communication. They let people unlock doors, pay for items, or store medical data with a simple wave of their hand. See, this is what Esau is bringing. And right now in Sweden, there are thousands of people, or hundreds of people, probably more now, that actually have microchips for these purposes. You see? So this is literally happening. It ain't something that's going to happen. It's something that's happening now. People are being microchipped. You see? And it's all about controlling your mind. Esau wants control of you. And we're going to show you in this video a couple examples of how Esau is going to do that. You know, he got Neuralink, which is a brain chip, and the RFID microchip as well. I just want to focus specifically on brain chips because the scripture says, in what? In your right hand or your foreheads. And the forehead, what is that? Your brain. Brain chipping. So I'm about to park. We're going to get into it. And Lord willing, this is edifying to the hopeful elect. Let me see. Just bear with me 1 second. All right. Biological tracking. It says microchips placed in pets, livestock, or wildlife allow for instant digital tracking. They hold unique identification numbers that are scanned to help reunite lost pets with owners or track the spread of animal disease. So you're going to be the pets in the New World Order, man. So in this lesson, I wanted to focus on something called the basal ganglia. Basal ganglia. It says the basal ganglia are a group of subcortical nuclei deep within the brain's cerebral hemispheres. They are primarily responsible for motor functions such as initiating or inhibiting voluntary movements, as well as motor learning, executive functions, behaviors, and emotions. So this is a very important part of your brain. And as you can see, what does it look like? What does your basal ganglia look like? It looks like an eye. You see that? It looks exactly like an eye. Let's type that in. Look like an eye. I find that very, very interesting that your basal ganglia looks exactly like an eye. It says the basal ganglia are deep brain structures that control body movements. They look like an eye when sliced horizontally. The carded nucleus curves around like an eyelid. The pentamen sits in the middle. The globus pallidus looks like a dark pupil. These structures act as an automatic stop and start switch for your muscles. They make moving smooth. They use simple brain chemicals to do the job. Imagine a braking system in a car. The basal ganglia holds back unwanted movements so you can do what you want. An issue can cause muscle stiffness, a famous example in Parkinson's disease. See? So, if you experience damage to your basal ganglia, these are the symptoms that you exude. Basal ganglia lesions, I'm probably saying it wrong, lesions disrupt motor control and cognition, resulting in involuntary movements, which are tremors, uh, chorea, muscle rigidity, slow or absent voluntary movements, and walking with posture difficulties, cognitive and emotional changes like word finding trouble, memory loss, and empathy can also occur. So as you can see, this is a very, very important part of your brain. And if you don't, it's not in a good state, it can cause you a lot of trouble in your everyday lives. It says damage to the basal ganglia cells may cause problems controlling speech, movement, and posture. So this is a very important part of your brain. Now, why are we talking about the basal ganglia? Now let's go here. Hold on. This is why we're focusing on the basal ganglia, because brain chips connect to your basal ganglia. It says brain chips and implants can connect to the basal ganglia depending on the type of device and its in medical purposes. It says the basal ganglia is a group of structures deep within the brain that help control your movements and behaviors. The way a brain chip interacts with this region depends on the technology used. Deep brain stimulation, DBS. These are medical devices surgically placed deep into the basal ganglia, such as the sub, subthalamic nucleus, to treat movement disorders like Parkinson's disease. These chips send targeted electronic pulses to stop the abnormal brain signals that cause tremors and stiffness. Brain computer interfaces. Consumer or research devices like Neuralink usually sit on the surface of the cerebral cortex, the brain's outer layer, rather than deep structures like the basal ganglia. These surface chips read your intentions to move and send them to a computer. However, the brain's cortex naturally communicates with the basal ganglia to execute those actions. Bear with me 1 second. Damn it. Slack here. I had to take that phone call. All right. So the microchips, brain chips, are going to basically communicate regularly or control or transmit to your basal ganglia. That part of your brain, and that shows you that if Esau puts that technology inside of your brain, he literally wants to control your brain. He wants to control you, and that's exactly what the RFID microchip is going to do. It's going to control you. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 15, it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So the image of the beast is talking about the system that goes back to the um, the Roman Empire, um, the system that America has set up that goes back, it traces its roots to the Roman Empire. The same system that was alive and well during the Roman Empire is back and alive today through America, because America is Rome. You see, America is that beast. You see, you know, NATO and the EU are a part of it as well, because those are also territories of the ancient Roman Empire. That same system that was back then is alive and well today, that is the image of the beast, the revival of Rome in America, but it's using technology or artificial intelligence. Is definitely a part of the image of the beast. You see, this digital, the fourth industrial revolution as well. The revival of Rome here in America. The same shit, different toilet. You know, and if you don't want to follow after this system, you're gonna be killed. You're gonna be disconnected from society. Let's see what that is. Verse 15. It's a Greek word.
Strong's G 615. Apartino. Apartino.
It says to kill in any way, whatever, to destroy or allow to perish, metaphor to extinguish, abolish, inflict mortal death, to deprive of spiritual life, and procure eternal misery in hell. So if you don't want to follow this system, you're going to be cut off from society, and ultimately you're going to be killed, because that's what it's going to lead to, ultimately, because this is what we finna get into. Verse 16, and he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. See, so everybody's gonna be forced to take that chip, and those chips are literally gonna control you. You're not gonna have no freedoms anymore. You think you live in America and this is a land of freedom? No. If Esau puts this system into place, then you will have no freedoms whatsoever. You are going to be completely controlled. He's going to control your mind. He's going to control your body. He's going to control your actions. He already controls everything around you. Look around you. Think about everything that you control. Do you control the food supply? No, you don't. Do you control the water supply? No, you don't. Do you control electricity? No. Do you control your money, the money that goes into your account? No, you do not. You don't control anything as it is. You think you do, but you don't. Everything that we have, it's not ours. Miss a payment and see if it's yours, because it's not. So everything is around us is already controlled, and when he puts that chip in you, you're literally gonna be controlled through and through. All of your money he's gonna have access to all of that. So he is literally gonna make people a slave through his technology. It's gonna be a digital slave prison. Verse 17, it says that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. So you're not gonna be able to buy. You're not gonna be able to sell. How are you gonna live or exist if you can't buy anything, you can't sell? That means you can't make no payments on anything if you don't have this. It means you're gonna be cut off. Salaki, I'm a little tired, but it means you're gonna be literally cut off from society, man. It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here's wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it's the number of a man, and his number is 600, which is 666. That's Esau's number. That's his calling card. It's imprinted on every barcode here in America. The letters, the number 600 and 666. You see it everywhere. You see it in certain logos, like the CERN logo, because that's Esau's number, man. He's the adversary of the Most High. You remember what Biden said? 6 months, or 6 days, 6 months, or 6 months, 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months. That's what Biden said a couple years ago when he was in office. You know, because that's Esau's number, man. That's how you know that this is identifies with this current regime, this current world. You know, that's how you know that it links up to the times we're living in now because of that number, 600, 3 score and 6, 666. You see 666 all over this place, man. This is an indication. It's a marker. It's a sign, if you will, man. Who this is. Who he's talking about. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. So when Esau puts those microchips inside of you, he is literally going to control your basal ganglia, which your basal ganglia is used to control a lot of your motor functions. The basal ganglia are a group of subcortical brain structures responsible for selecting and initiating voluntary motor actions, controlling eye movements, and regulating emotional responses. So Esau is going to have control over all of those things. You see, he's going to literally control you like a puppet. Motor control and action. See what it says. It says the dark side of microchipping the basal ganglia, the deep brain area that controls movement and habits, revolves around severe physical, psychological, and ethnical risks, while a theoretical concept is consumer technology. Such implants are a reality in medicine. It's not really saying shit. The point is, I can't really find the information that links to what I want to I would like to go into. But um, when Esau puts that chip inside of your brain, he is literally going to have control over you, and that's what this lesson is all about. You know, the enemy's going to have control over you. Let's see. This is the book of Psalms 62 and 10. It says, "Trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not heart upon them. Set not thine heart upon them." So, trust not in oppression. You know, I wanted to go into that because people trust in oppression. Oppression is a cruel or unjust use of power or authority. It says a pressing down, violence, oppression, press against, press together, press down, figuratively crush, pull down, put down, subdue, procure relentlessly. So Esau is putting a very, very oppressive system into place, and it behooves you to never trust in it. Don't trust in Esau. Don't trust in Esau's technology. You know, because ultimately it's gonna gain control over your whole entire life. So I just wanted to go into this real quick about your basal ganglia and how Esau is literally connecting your microchips to it, and by doing that, he will literally have control over you. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm gonna close out by giving all praises and the glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Makakodash, double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone that rule and teach well. The Lord commands us not to take the RFID microchip or the NFC chip or the brain chip. None of it. You know, the Most High don't want us to do that. So we got to be prepared to sacrifice ourselves if it comes to that. And that's going for me first and foremost. So with that, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. I'm going to close out by giving all praises and the glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone, Olu teach well. Shalom.